My phone number have been given out. My family members are being attacked. My eldest child may not be going back to school. And there's been, I don't know really who this, who this guy is. I have no idea what's happened. These are the people who filmed her. So the original goal was $100,000. That was instantly shattered. And now it's up to $1 million. And this started, by the way, with Carmelo Anthony. If they had never done that GoFundMe for Carmelo Anthony, because he was just an innocent good boy that just got oh well. How did this jeez, why is racism making me doing this? Guys, South Park could not even come up with this. You guys know, like, I love racial jokes, but I'm not really actually much of a racist, right? I think this is an example of when you allow double standards in society. Is that double standards radicalize people more than anything else that could ever happen. You could have the average white person watch 15 Klan meetings, 10 hours of Richard Spencer, watch Nick Fuentes on the regular, listen to Kanye West's new album, and even watch AI translated speeches from Adolf Hitler. Even all of those things put together will not radicalize a person more than the Carmelo Anthony Official Fund. This gives Sin to go. This would have never happened if they didn't do this Carmelo Anthony thing. I think that she's going to hit the $1 million. And if nothing else, I think she's going to get more money than Carmelo Anthony.
Wait, hold on. Oh, are you going to show me all the time as well on the Zoom?
No, just when you're talking.
Here, I can fix that. 1 second. Let me just set it to Ethan's output here.
If you want,
there you go.
If you want, just show like not just Ethan, but yourself as well. If you're going to talk, like that's fine.
Hey,
I don't know if it's gonna
Hassan,
be too difficult.
leave the production notes to my team. You can switch your show how you like.
Well, they were my coworkers as well, Ethan.
Well, it's been a while, my friends, and guess what? They are not now.
No, I know.
So let's start. I mean, so you did this content
Okay,
cup, right?
this is
and,
great.
Did that go how you expected? Didn't seem to hit very hard.
Before we get started, can I lay some like ground rules so we can have like a productive conversation?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to come on to make this as issue specific as possible. But yes, you have grievances with me, and of course, I think they're valid to address.
Okay, good.
Of course, we'll talk about that. Hopefully, I'll be able to address some counterpoints as well, if you will allow me in that process.
Absolutely.
But before we get started on anything, I would like to potentially talk about definitions, so we can have like an established definition on a lot of the things that we're going to be talking about. Is that okay with you?
I mean, it depends how many definitions you got. What do you want to define? I don't want to get bogged down in this, so
I'm also experiencing audio issues on my end, so hold on one second.
No worries. No worries.
Okay. All right, so you're fine with that?
I mean, up to a point, yeah.
Well, I mean, like,
I don't want to get bogged down in a conversation.
It's not like a gotcha.
Go ahead, start. No, I know you're not.
Okay,
I just want to get going.
All right. So first and foremost, I think we should define what Zionism is and what you mean by Zionism and what I mean by Zionism.
Zionism is the belief that Jews should have their own homeland in the historic, Palestine area.
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
We all know that.
So I believe that Zionism is a religious ethno-supremacist ideology that revolves around the exterminationist policies of removing the indigenous population that lived in, as you said, historic Palestine, as long as they are not Jews, because it's a religious, ethno-religious supremacist ideology. I think that this is a disagreement that you and I have.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. If you want to add that, like the genesis of Zionism included, the displacement and
that's what it says.
The ravaging of the culture that existed there, then I would agree with you. I mean, I don't think that the establishment of Israel was like a good thing. I mean, it was tragic and a lot of bad things happened. But let me ask you, sir.
Okay.
How was filming that content? I just have to know what you felt, what you were thinking as they were doing the Fortnite L behind you.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
No,
I
we're
promise.
here.
No,
I don't want to talk about
we're here.
definitions. You got your Zionism. Let's do the.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it was fine.
Did you not? You didn't.
I've participated in other YouTube videos as well in the past.
No, but that
you know,
Fortnite
some
L
of them-
dancing.
Some of them feature sketches.
Yeah.
I noticed
Okay.
you weren't in the other shots. Why was that?
I think I was being interviewed
Oh, really?
by
Who was
the
interviewing you?
journalist while that was happening.
Really?
I don't remember.
Really? Oh, that's convenient. I think you were embarrassed, frankly.
Oh God.
You were absent from every
being
other shot.
interviewed. Yeah, for sure.
I think you saw
Wait,
him doing
why
that.
would I be-
I think you saw him doing that Fortnite dance, and you said, "I got to get out of this." And by the way,
No, I
I'm
don't
giving you
care.
credit for that.
I mean, Ethan, you're a comedian. You know, you participated in some sketches. You know, it
Nothing that
happens.
I mean, shit. Yeah.
Really? You're
Vape
one of your
Nation?
most famous sketches. You in a fucking diaper. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, we've done funny things.
Okay, you know what? Let's not
using
debate
that.
the merit of our comedy. You're right. I'm very hacky and
It's a gold
so
mine
are
for
you.
content. Yeah.
And by the way, you believe
yeah,
that the
that's
likes
fine.
were botted on that.
What?
You had said you thought the likes were botted on the content cop. Do you still believe that?
Dislikes.
The likes were botted.
He
on
means the
content
dislikes.
cop?
The
I don't- I have
dislikes
no
were
idea.
botted. The dislikes, sorry. Yeah, you said it was brigaded and was botted. It was unnatural. The dislikes on the video.
I don't really care about this. I don't know. I mean,
Well, I'm asking-
I
I
don't
don't
recall
care if you-
saying this, but I don't know why
You
this
did
is a
say
major
it.
point of contention. All right, so
Well, is
No,
that
no,
true
no,
or
no, no,
not?
no, no,
Does he
no,
think
no,
it
no,
or
no, no,
not?
no,
Hold on.
definitions.
Let me finish, and then you can do your definition.
Does
okay.
Do you think it
Well,
was?
it's not my definition.
there
I want
it
to
is.
hear your
Thank you.
definition.
That's fine. I'll answer it how you like. Do you?
I hope you know that, like, you know, I don't know if you know this, but I didn't publish the content cop. iDubbbz did.
Yes, I know that, and I've addressed
Okay,
him
good.
thoroughly.
All right.
Do you know that? Do you believe he should have included the context of the CPS call?
What?
What? You don't know what I'm talking about?
Wait. I'm a little confused. You are asking me
Yes.
what my opinion is on
the video.
iDubbbz's content cop.
yes,
Correct.
that's obviously what he's asking.
Correct.
About the CPS. I don't know. Maybe. Sure. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I think it was more so about like your year-long conquest of deplatforming and also
Right. Well,
harassing
90% of the clips were
quite
from the
frankly, harassing
episode
a bunch of
entitled
pro-Palestinian
"CPS Came to My
content
House," Hassan. I don't know if you think that's an important detail. I sure do.
Oh.
Ethan, I think
Oh,
you
he's
know my
mad.
position on this.
He's
as I
mad.
made it very clear. I think it's completely inappropriate to fucking call.
No. That's
yeah.
obvious.
They're
I'm
already
saying your
mad.
friend Hassan you made a video with did a total fucking
5
hit job.
minutes.
I have
All right, go
any
ahead.
hand
Ask me a
in this.
question.
I don't have any, like.
Go ahead.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Listen to me. Listen. We're both content creators online. We both have received an endless wave of harassment.
Jesus.
You and I have talked privately about this.
Hassan, I don't
when
care.
we
Let's
were-
just go
when we
on.
had a
You- I
podcast.
don't-
No,
I-
what do you mean? You
I
brought
don't-
this up. You brought it up. Hold on.
I know
Let
what
me
you're
finish my
saying. We've all been
brought it up.
harassed. The internet is
Let me
tough.
finish
Whatever,
my
yada yada.
piece.
Ask me a question.
No. Please, Ethan, please.
Because you're so boring, bro. I just want to have an interesting conversation.
You know
Go
who else
ahead.
also told me that? Andrew Tate. Please, just hold on.
Okay.
Wow,
And let
I have-
me
wow,
try
God
to
forbid.
explain my position to you. You and I are both content creators.
Yes.
We get an endless wave of harassment, doxing, swatting, all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes by the same people, ironically enough, by the same communities. You and I
Definitely.
know
True.
we've had these conversations in private
been a
before
while.
This is true.
before we stop doing our podcast. And you know my position on this. I think
Where's
it's completely
Destiny?
I know
unacceptable.
you're
If
against
I am victim to
CPS.
the same
That's
exact
not,
things
like,
that happened to
interesting.
you in this regard. I would
Where's
never
Destiny?
in a million years
Bring
ask
Destiny
that
out.
sort of thing and don't think it's appropriate.
Very
And
good.
I don't
Ask me
know
a
why you
question.
think that I have anything to do with
Because
this.
you're not you're misrepresenting what I asked you. I didn't ask you, do you think it's okay that people called CPS? I asked that the video that you participated in, which was a total fucking hit job that used 90% of its clip from an episode of the podcast
Jesus.
called CPS Got Called on Me and didn't even include the title of the podcast. Now, do you think that's fair?
I think you should take this up with iDubbbz instead of me.
It's
Okay,
not
sure. Ask me
fair.
a question.
Editorial.
It's not
Yeah,
fair.
I
It's
didn't make
not.
any of the editorial decisions in
I'm try-
iDubbbz's content cop.
I'm asking what you thought about it, okay?
He's
Not
asking
if
your
you
opinion.
made it. It's pretty fucking... pretty
Sure,
obvious. Go ahead, ask me a
I'm
question.
sure it would have been. I'm sure that I'm sure that it would have been all right if he mentioned it.
It would have been all right?
I don't know why this is a major point of contention for you. I thought we were going to talk about Israel-Palestine.
We're talking about whatever we want to talk about. You had said that I have problems with your character. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, ask
I
me
know,
a
but
question.
but you having problems with my character.
Hassan, ask me
this
a
is
question.
better
I'm going to
than
move
I
on to the
remember
next topic.
expecting.
You
here.
asking
This
me
is so
about
good.
Idubbbz's editorial decisions
I'm loving this.
in his content cob.
I'm asking
don't-
So much
about
better
your
than I
opinion on it.
expected.
Go ahead, ask me a question.
Okay. So, do you believe that Israel is committing a genocide in Gaza?
Yes.
Okay, great, awesome. So you agree with the with numerous human rights organizations, the UN?
I already said yes.
Okay, great. No, that's important. Thank you for saying that. I also agree on this. If you believe that Israel is committing a genocide in Gaza, okay, do you feel like you have used your limited amount of time that you have as a content creator speaking out against Israel doing a genocide on the Palestinian population living in the Gaza Strip, or do you feel like most of your commentary on that issue has overwhelmingly been to rail against people that are doing that?
Sure.
Pro-Palestinian
No, that's
advocates
not-
that
I
you
don't know
feel
if-
like you've been wronged by, myself included.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but if you're pro-Palestine, it doesn't absolve you of criticism. That's
Exactly.
something that you guys keep harping on.
Never-
do I
never
think
said
my
that.
coverage?
And I don't think that's the case. I don't think that is the case.
Okay. Do you think my coverage has been like totally balanced? I would say no. I've obviously given less time to the Palestinian perspective, and I think the reason for that is simply that.
No, not just the Palestinian perspective, Ethan.
Nope.
I think that rather than talking about that issue in and of itself, rather than talking about the genocide itself, every time you have
Hassan, I'm
talked
answering your
about-
question.
Every time you've talked about Israel-Palestine, it almost always revolved around
I was going to tell you
Well,
why.
because
Do
they
you
were
want to
harassing
answer?
personal vendettas that you have experienced
I was
from
gonna explain
pro-Palestine
that.
What's wrong with
creators.
that?
Okay. Would you like me to? You asked me a question, so I'm going to answer
Yeah.
it. The reason
Go
for
ahead.
that being is that I feel like I'm responding to a lot of bullshit that's been passed my way ever since leftovers
Exactly.
ended, starting from you and your community. Now, that's my answer to that. Now, let me ask you about this. This
Mm-hmm.
sword has a Nazi swastika hilt.
Okay.
Do you disagree? What's funny about that?
I think it's funny because you've made this a major point of contention. That's why I think it's funny.
It's a swastika,
Is
is
it
it
or
not?
Yeah, it's a sword that is a bleach sword, as you know already, that has a hilt that has a Japanese manji sign on it. But yes, it does look like a swastika, as I've also noticed and have
Yes.
talked about on numerous occasions that you've brought forward. on
Yeah,
your
yeah, of course
podcast
you're
already.
conceding that
Such
because
as
we
when
fished this up, but yeah.
Such as when I made fun of, I believe it was Alexa that,
Okay.
that grabbed it, and I said, oh, you immediately go for the swastika one. Yes, exactly. Do you think?
Yeah,
do
you
think that
anyway,
I-
my
do you
point
think
is,
that I actually
Hassan,
think
if I
it's
can
a-
continue my point, is that you knew it was a swastika sword. So why, what is the, so, I mean, why did you guys choose to pose with this sword?
I think that Ian is
Ethan?
Answer
Ethan's
that.
framing
Why
this.
was the
I'm
choice
gonna-
made for this
Ethan,
sword?
I'm gonna gently explain this to you again. One, it's not a swastika, but regardless.
Do you think it
regardless,
looks like a swastika?
I did not make this editorial decision. I wasn't even.
Do you
was I in
think,
the-
do you
I
think
don't
it's
I was in the
reasonable to
photo.
perceive that as a swastika?
Ethan?
Answer the
I
question.
was
Is it
not-
is it reasonable
no,
to perceive that?
I don't think it was a deliberate decision that
Okay, well-
Idubbbz made, but I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know his
well,
mind.
Hassan, they're your swords, and according to the New York Times article, there was 10 options. So what's the chances that they chose the swastika one? That seems pretty slim.
Well, that'd be 10%.
You have 10
Considering
swords,
that
don't
I-
you?
10%.
The week prior to that, I believe. I don't know the exact timeline. I don't really remember when they shot this, but I had the sword out because I was doing an Assassin's Creed promo. Do you feel like if I thought it was like genuinely a swastika sword, I would use it in an Assassin's Creed promo shot?
Yes. That's what we call a
Wait,
dog whistle, Hassan. And what you're doing is gaslighting somebody. You made a video.
You think I'm- you
Let
think
me
I'm
make a
dog
point
whistling
here,
with
Hassan,
it?
because you're the king of microaggressions and understanding the perspective of minority
This is
groups.
true.
Right? So
is
you
true.
made a video.
This is
You
true.
participated in a video.
Oh, here we go.
Accusing
Okay,
a Jewish.
wait,
Let me
hold on.
finish
Wait,
my
no,
point,
I'm gonna let you
Hassan.
finish that.
No,
I'm gonna let
no.
you answer. Can I
You
just
are making
say-
a video
can I
accusing
just
a
ask
Jewish
again?
man
Oh my
of
fucking
exaggerating
God.
You think I
anti-Semitism
used
while
a-
exhibiting the most hateful symbol against Jewish people. Do
Oh,
you not see
jeez.
this as a problem? Or at least,
Ethan,
am I
I couldn't
insane
hear
for thinking
anything
this
you
is
said.
odd?
Wow.
Ethan, take a deep breath.
Answer the
Okay.
question. I don't need
Take a
you to
deep breath.
console me.
I didn't even hear your question. I need you to.
Well, you
I
should
need
try
to answer
listening instead of
something.
speaking.
I'm just looking
Bro.
for clarification here. Do you think that I deliberately
Yes.
Oh
was
my
using
God.
a dog whistle in an
Yes.
Assassin's Creed promo, or that it was a cool sword that was laying around because it's the only long sword that I have?
By the
You
way,
have 10 swords.
I don't think that
I know,
they
they're
chose
heavy.
it because
That's
the
not a real
swastika.
sword.
So you-
I don't think so.
Oh, yes, I'm aware that it's not a real sword, but,
But
you
this
had
is
10
really
to choose
funny.
from. What does it matter how much they weigh?
Yeah, the
Dude,
other
I
ones
do,
are
that's fine. That's
heavy.
just
let
my
me paint a
opinion.
scenario.
Waving that
Let
shit
me
around.
paint, Hassan, let me paint a scenario for you, okay? Listen, okay? This is important. You participated in a video accusing a Jewish man of exaggerating anti-Semitism. You exhibited in that video the most hateful symbol against Jewish people. 1 out of 10 of your swords that you have previously already stated you know is the, quote, swastika sword. So am I insane for even... You're treating me like I'm insane for bringing this up, but it sounds pretty reasonable.
I mean, it's a little insane.
So
yes.
yeah, microaggressions
Because
just don't
you're
exist
asking
for
me-
Jewish people.
You're asking me why iDubbbz.
It's your
made
sword,
this
bro. I don't
decision,
believe that you
and
weren't
I'm
there.
not iDubbbz.
You were
and
there,
I
bro. It's in
don't
your
know
fucking
how
house.
I don't know. I don't know why you're asking me.
Because
why
it's
I don't
your
know
house
that.
and your sword.
But I also.
Who's
but
winning
also,
somehow?
But I
We
also
are.
gave you what my speculation is.
We are.
And that is that
It was just
it's
a
most
cosmic
likely because
chance.
I had
Okay.
previously had it laying around because I had just done an Assassin's Creed promo.
Okay, if you say so. So if it's a cosmic fluke, which you claim, then why leave the photo up?
I'm not even in the photo. I don't.
I
think,
know,
right?
it's in your
Am I
room,
even
though,
in the-
and with your sword. Why leave the photo up if it's a cosmic fluke?
Wait, why are you asking me this question? I don't know. I'm not. Ethan.
I'm sorry,
I am
Hassan.
not
Are you
iDubbbz.
unable to make value judgments on situations? Like, isn't that what you do for a living? Do you think that
I don't
iDubbbz
think-
should have removed?
I don't think it's relevant or that big of a deal at all. If that's what you're trying to get out of me, like, yeah, I think it's not.
Okay, so you're
It's
telling a
what you
Jewish
are
man who's
perceiving.
complaining about a very
And
odd
also,
coincidence
can I
that I'm crazy and I'm
It's a sword
exaggerating.
with a Mage on it, Ethan. Can we? Okay, you got me. All right. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, you got
Listen
me.
to
I put a swastika in the video calling you out for exaggerating
No, that's not what I'm
anti-Semitism.
saying.
You
I
got
didn't
me.
do that.
Oh my
Yes, you
God.
did. You literally
Ethan,
did.
I didn't do that.
Okay, laugh
But
about it.
again,
Go on.
it's
How
not a
is this so
swastika.
good?
And
Then
I
why
don't
should he
even
leave
think
it up?
You have that much of an issue with swastikas, considering you drew one
Wow.
on PewDiePie.
I'm a Jewish man, you fucking moron.
Oh.
Oh,
I didn't realize
is
the
anyone in that
Nazis
room
only
Jewish?
killed Jews.
Was
Is that
anyone
what
in that
happened?
room? Did I draw
Do the Nazis only
swastika
kill
one
Jews
time
even?
on?
Do you think that Jews have an exclusivity agreement with like being offended or not offended by Nazi imagery? You've done a Sig Heil
Don't be-
approximately what 50
Why
times?
did I
That's
do a
it?
Sig Heil?
Only
Why did I do a
50?
Sig Heil?
I don't know.
Because because you only watch clips on Twitter. I was making fun of Elon Musk and trying to see if it was valid or not.
Oh, thank you.
And by the way, as a
Thank you for
Jewish man, are you
clarifying.
going to
My
tell
bad.
black people not to use the N-word?
Wait, what?
Are you going to tell black people not to use the N-word because it offends you?
Oh my God.
Do you think this is an apt comparison?
Yes.
Okay. So you
Oh
think
my-
that being able to draw the SWAT, your anti-Semitism radar
Jesus.
is completely out of whack.
And who
Do you
are you to
understand
say that to me? You
that's the
pose
point
with
of
a
contention
swastika.
here. You're saying that it's not a
It's
swastika.
a direct
and you know
comparison,
it's not a
by the way.
swastika.
It is.
I mean, it literally is a swastika.
No, it's not.
Let me
Is
see the
it?
swords in your background. Why didn't you choose one of those ones?
I didn't choose the sword, Ethan.
I don't believe you.
Do you think this is a productive use of our time?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, please
So
go.
anyway, you say it's a weird cosmic fluke. Personally, if I think it was a weird cosmic fluke, you say basically it's not a swastika. The difference between the Hindu symbol and
But it's not.
okay, right. The difference between the Hindu symbol
What
and
you
the
drew on
Nazi
PewDiePie,
I've
swastika.
got to use the
was a
bathroom, but I
swastika.
cannot
I'll finish
get up.
what I said.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm a Jewish man. I depicted a
All right, that's
swastika,
cool.
a tasteless
No,
joke
I'm
on
just
on
making sure. Okay,
iDubbbz
so you
shirt
can-
10 years ago. You
Yeah.
said this is the swastika sword, and you keep it in your house and you use it and pose it in photos, attacking a Jewish man. The fact that you can't even concede that that
jokingly
looks
referred
bad.
to it as looking like a swastika when my
So-
friend picked it up.
so let
if
me-
I genuinely thought it was a swastika memorabilia, do you think I would keep it in my house?
Oh, dude, you're being so obtuse. I know it's not a swastika, right? And I know you know it's not a swastika, but it is literally a swastika also. Because the difference between a swastika and that Hindu symbol is this. You see what I'm doing? This is the difference. If you ask a Hindu person, would they walk around with a swastika sign?
Wait, so you know it?
Fuck
so you
no,
know it's
they
not
know
a
that
swastika,
looks
but
like
you
a
keep calling it
swastika.
a swastika sword. So I'm a little confused.
Ask your Hindu friends if they would walk around with like a swastika brandished. They know.
Okay.
Are you Hindu?
I am not Hindu.
Okay, interesting.
No.
So anyway, it was a cosmic
Wait,
fluke.
do
You
think that
brandished
only,
what I.
Do you think that only Hindu people have bleed swords? Like, what's going on?
We're discussing the symbol, not the sword. Okay, go ahead. So you think it was a cosmic fluke? There was 10 swords. He magically picked that one.
I can't. Again, I'm
and
speculating on
he left
the
it up.
decision making
If
of
it was a
person
mistake, he could have
who
deleted it.
I'm not him.
Go ahead,
I
ask
don't
me-
know. Again, I'm gonna repeat myself here. I think I'm doing.
You
this
don't
a
need
lot.
to. Go ahead.
I am not.
Ask me the next
iDubbbz.
question.
I don't know what was going on.
I'm not
in his
accusing you of being
mind.
iDubbbz, Hassan, but you're acting like you're incapable of making value judgments on things because you're not
No, because
iDubbbz.
I already made the value judgment. I think you're being crazy.
Okay, well, Mr. Microaggressions thinks I'm being crazy. Very good. You have no problem telling Jewish people they're being crazy on what?
Yes.
It's like a blatant fuck. Go ahead, ask me the next
Yes.
question.
Yes, I don't.
Do you think
I don't
the
have
so-
a problem
if you could go
telling
back-
you're being crazy
If-
right now. You being Jewish has nothing to do with this.
Sure.
Being
I'm sure it
Jewish?
doesn't. Do you think going back that it was a mistake to use that sword?
No way.
I don't really care about this at all.
Okay, fantastic. Well, that really shows where
I
you're at on this.
genuinely-
Go ahead and
I
ask me
don't
a
care.
question.
Okay. So,
Jesus. Oh my
since
God.
you believe that Israel is committing a genocide, what are the appropriate steps that people can take, both in the Western world and also regional actors can take against this entity doing a genocide by your own admission, that you would consider to be appropriate? Because it feels like throughout this entire process,
You vote.
you have set boundaries
Right?
on what you think
Just
is
killing
inappropriate,
civilians. That's the boundary.
as you have set boundaries on what you think is inappropriate.
Killing civilians.
And time and time again has said is outright anti-Semitic.
My boundary is killing civilians.
Okay, that's great. So
Is that unreasonable?
That's a perfectly reasonable boundary to set.
Okay, good. So
I
then we don't
totally agree
disagree.
with you on that. Great.
Great.
Okay.
So let me ask you the next
So,
one. Let me ask you about this Tabra tier
hold on.
list.
I have a. Can I? Let me finish.
Well,
you
he was even
asked
in
and I
that.
answered. Go ahead. You could
Okay.
go on a little bit more.
Okay, so hold on. Everyone is complaining about my volume on my side because we're using Zoom instead of Discord. So my fucking
Go ahead.
audio.
It's fine. Take your time to get the
My
audio.
audio
right.
keeps going up and down. Okay. So, one of the first conversations that we had, you and I had, that led to the Leftovers podcast ending, was that you considered "From the River to the Sea, Palestine will be free" to be an anti-Semitic slogan.
A
You
lot
said
of
that
people think that.
Jews feel like this is an exterminationist
Yeah.
slogan, and Jews fear this slogan in
Tons
the
of
United
people
States
think
of
that.
America.